I have learned more about Ozempic, so I'm back to being angry at it. Hi, I'm Nick. This is 10 Minutes with Nick. And reason number 597.3 why you shouldn't take these new Wegovy, Ozempics, whatever they are that are on the market, where you shoot yourself up and all of a sudden your hunger is reduced. So somebody actually got online and described it. So he took the shot and he said he woke up and he had a weird feeling. No hunger when he woke up. Okay, fine. It kills your hunger cravings. We know that. But what most people, I think, expect is that the drug plays on. Sorry, just got to check something here while I do this, make sure my information is accurate. Yes, most people would assume that the drug plays on your gut, meaning that it actually manipulates your stomach into not overeating. It really doesn't do that if you think about it. Even if it is messing with your gut, what it's doing is it's messing with the receptors from your gut to your brain. Okay, if it's focused on the gut side of that, fine. If it's focused on the brain side of that, that's doubly concerning. SSRIs and things that are designed to affect different receptors in the brain, those things are risky enough. They're taken as sort of a last resort. We don't want those, right? Like most people, there's a huge stigma attached even to taking them. Most people would avoid them at all costs, as they should. You should really avoid any prescription medicine unless it's absolutely required, because you lose effectiveness the more you use prescription medicine. Say, casually using prescription medicine to lose weight. The truth is, Ozempic and Wegovy have been used off-label for such a short amount of time, we don't really know what the effects of them are yet. We don't. Why? Because most of these things, like we know what the effects are in somebody with type 2 diabetes, right? Or somebody who is morbidly obese. We know what their effects are on that. But people who don't fit into that category, or people who don't require those drugs, which I would even argue is most people who are morbidly obese, we don't know really how these things are affecting us yet and what the long-term effects are going to be. That's the key. In somebody with type 2 diabetes, and it's getting worse, we're sort of running out of options. We need to help people with type 2 diabetes whose bodies can't control their own insulin, control their insulin levels. Somebody who is pre-diabetic, or somebody who is, not pre-diabetic but is overweight, there's different things we need to do. That needs to involve a lot more lifestyle changes and discipline and just going to the gym and working out. It is incredibly worrisome when you start to look into this and you start to really think about, wow, this isn't affecting, put it this way. When you think about this drug and whether or not it blocks hunger, there's a couple things that your body does reasonably well, usually. Your body tells you things and gives you information. Pain, for example, is feedback, right? If I bang my hand on the table, the pain that hits my hand is feedback. You don't do that. Painkillers are thus risky because we don't feel that feedback. Now, in some cases, you may have just had, for example, a surgery where normal movement is going to cause pain, and you need, for example, the normal movement to actually help your surgically repaired whatever heal. Okay. Or the pain is so blistering that you cannot function. It's not the point to deaden and take away all pain, though. The point is to lower the pain to a tolerable level such that you can function. I'm sorry, you deadening your pain doesn't just specifically deaden pain in one spot. Now, they have localized injections and things, right? But typically, those localized injections aren't the best solution. They typically, the doctor will typically say, oh, here, just have this oxy prescription. That's how people get hooked on this crap. Ozempic is largely the same. It's just not working on pain. It's working on hunger instead. It just kills your hunger. But hunger is actually important because, to lose weight long term, you do need to eat. Your body needs food. You can't ignore your body's signals. You can't deaden them. That's literally Brave New World crap. If you don't know Brave New World is a novel written, I forget the year, but it's written by Aldous Huxley. And in Brave New World, they essentially have these happy pills that take away any anxiety, any worries whatsoever. It's presented as a dystopian future because everybody is deadened to the point that they can be easily manipulated and controlled. I'm not saying pharmaceutical companies are doing that. I'm not saying pharmaceutical companies have some huge conspiracy theory that conspiracy that they're trying to take over the world, or that they work for some crazy shadow organization. I'm just saying there's a reason that book was considered a warning, as was 1984. They're considered warnings, not blueprints. Even SSRIs and other drugs that are used to intervene for people with mental health issues, the point isn't to eliminate all the things that make them a person, right? A lot of these drugs, the way they simply work is they just kind of deaden you. You can't be schizophrenic if you don't move. The point isn't to take away who you are. The point is to get the issue under control enough, again, that you can function. And that's a lot of that's a lot of experimentation. It's not fun. But the point isn't to just load up on these drugs. The point is to manage an issue. Pain management is what the key is when you're coming off a surgery or coming off an injury. Pain management, not pain killing. Pain killing is the easy way to go. You can just toss a bunch of drugs at it, but that's also how you get addicted to, meth. Plenty of kids go down that road. Plenty of high school athletes get a simple injury, get loaded up on oxycodone, and then spend the rest of their life trying to chase that high, trying to chase that drug high, or have to spend years in rehab. Ozempic and Wegovy are great if you need them. But that's the key word, need. Weight Watchers and everybody selling this crap to you, that's bad. That's dumb. If you are trying to get in shape and you're like, oh, I'll just kickstart it with Wegovy, don't bother. Because the second you don't have it, you're just going to yo-yo. Find a good trainer. A good trainer will also probably have some really good recommendations for diet. If you can't find a trainer, go online. There's tons of online resources. I don't recommend going online for diet necessarily. Your basics. Your basics are always good. Whole foods, fruits, vegetables, meat. You need protein. I don't recommend soy protein. I just don't. I don't like it, but I also have a thing against vegans. Not a fan of them. Whole foods, your basics, everything that everybody taught you in the 80s and 90s, none of that has changed. You need carbs. You need proteins, you need fats, you need fruits and vegetables, you need fiber, you need vitamins, you need minerals, all that good stuff. All the basics, and work out. And you will, over time, lose weight and build muscle. Muscle, because I just went through puberty. You'll lose weight and build muscle without pharmaceutical intervention. If your doctor, not the doctor at Weight Watchers or the doctor at whatever other subscription program you're in. If your doctor says we really need intervention with Ozempic to prevent any further issues or to get ahead of this issue, okay, work with your doctor. But don't just say, oh, I found the shortcut. Shortcuts are never fucking good. Shortcuts never work. Or they do work, and then you go back. Shortcuts are never a long-term solution. Just do me a favor, do yourself a favor, and just do the work. It's not easy, but if you do the work and find a way to do the work, you will have long-term success and you will have long-term health and happiness. It works in every arena. I've said this before. In the gym, spiritually, at your job, shortcuts don't work. Only putting in the actual work does. We're at 10 minutes. I'm out of time. Don't take Ozempic and Wegovy and all that crap. I'm Nick. This is 10 Minutes with Nick. Have a great day.